here. I'll start the scrum today. I'll be the chair, and who'll be the secretary? Nadine, are you still fixing the total?
Me.
Oh, you'll be the secretary.
Yeah.
I will secretary Nadine. You can focus on the guest on tortoise, yeah.
Oh, sure.
Okay, good. Let's roll it out. So first, since we have Vidi here as the guest, do you have something that you want to say, Vidi?
No worries, Andre. I will say it on Nadine's initiative.
Sorry.
I will mention it on Nadine's initiative.
Oh, okay, noted. Okay, so I'll come to my card here. Here's HARG.3 CSE targeting top inquiry property. So this is actually a card that I adapted from the CSE program that we want the HAR to have some focus list on a property that got top inquired, so we can focus on them to get to get the CSE first. So hopefully, if they get the CSE program, we will have another inquiries, and hopefully the inquiries can be converted into booking. So that's the basic intended outcome that we want to have from this initiative. But I'll start with maybe I'll start with another new approach about this, since I believe that maybe Nadine have a potential list on region one, or maybe then they have another potential list on region two, so we can focus on them, and we can also focusing on the inquiry that we can track on the tableau. I believe that this can also help us to to make a list with property that got top inquiries, so we can also focus in them and hope, and they will help us also to get another bookings. So basically that the initiative that I popping out here. Do you have anything that you want to ask? Okay, I'll continue to the HR A1.1 case review experience. I believe that Andy should be have a meeting with me yesterday, but since we haven't make it, but I already trying to change with a new description here with a better template. So maybe you can also see that. And basically, I have no update about this card, but if you want to see what's happened in this particular initiatives, you can also see the evidence there. I'm still trying to fixing the evidence, since like I believe that there's something that we need to also uh, what say we need also to write on the evidence, since to make sure that the KPI is reached is everything that we have to compare, so we can also see what's the result about that. So that's all my card. I'm moving to Nadine's card. This is HRF 10.0 simplify check-in arrangement information with previous portal guests. Nadine, your update please.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Chair. So, for HRF.10.0, I already got 3 MVP succeed for this one. So 3 guests has, inputting their check-in time themselves in the guest.bukitvista.com, and it's successfully automatically updated to bigger. I already attached the screenshot of how do I ask them to fill it, and also the evidence that see that the guest has that the check-in time is automatically updated to bigger. So if you see the screenshot, if the guest we can differ like the check-in time that we input from HAR and the check-in time that the guest input. So if we input the check-in time, there will be like at 1 p.m. 2 p.m. But if it's come from the guest side, it will be the estimation time, like 1 to 2, 3 to 4, like that. So if the arrival time is estimation, so it comes from the guest. So yeah, that's actually the update. 3 MVP succeed for in the 2 days. I'm actually now is thinking for the KPI. Like I will set the maybe the bigger number for the KPI, and then get back to the product development, or get back to HR first. If we agree to develop this and change the welcome message format and change it into this one. So yeah, but I will set the KPI, the bigger KPI first.
Okay, Nadine. What I believe that you have done some MVP. You say that it's three people that already succeed using this portal. And what I want you to do, maybe we can also try to record it on some paper. So rather than you have to check it one by one on your activity on the Trello board, we can also check easily on your paper or something like that. And I
Okay,
did.
sure. Thank
Uh,
you, Mr. Chair.
yes, for the MVP, do you still need another MVP about this? Maybe we have to set a number too.
Yes, for the several profile that under my responsibility, I already applied this kind of flow like JWW, AA, and KW. I applied this one, so I'm focusing on those four profile first before I ask for everyone HR in every profile to do that.
Okay, not that 19. Thank you. Yeah. Now I'm on your HRG.4 dive in Russian inquiries on Telegram, please, Nadine.
So yeah, finally, after several inquiries, I'm actually here. The I really filtering the inquiries that coming from Telegram. Like if the budget is kind of like really low, I don't want to I don't want to really wasting my bandwidth for negotiating on that. But I really picky. I'm pick the like the potential budget like 15 million and above that. So yeah, I got one lead that searching for yearly of, and I offer them NH residence, and they will do on-site visit by today. So yeah, that's the little update for this one, Kak Andre.
Okay, thank you. So now we have 9 inquiries and one on-site visit, yeah, Nadine.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm moving to your number card listing filter deployment on bigger Nadine. Please, you and maybe VD have an update.
Sorry, Mr. Chair.
Uh, I'm continuing to your HRF.1.0 listing
Oh,
filter deployment on bigger. Please,
Okay,
Nadine.
thank you very
Oh,
much,
yeah.
Mr. Chair. Maybe I will take over for this card since I updated the card. For F10, I just want to notify HR that the feature is up and running in bigger. If I may, Mr. Chair, may I share my screen a little bit
Sure.
to kind of explain more about this? So I'll be opening the bigger because previously it is up and running on the dev version of bigger. So it's dev.bukitvista.com. But now we can see it in bigger.bukitvista.com already. Here we can see in the property list, the filters are available here, and there are some filters such as facilities as well as amenities. And how do we classify facilities and amenities here in product development? Actually, we follow the standards from Airbnb. Um, if we open Airbnb here, we see that in the advanced filters, they can also classify their filters based on amenities and facilities. And this is and since we scrape our data based from Airbnb and put it in our database, we follow this kind of structure. So this is the basis of the filter. And next, beside filtering the property list itself, we notice that under this recommendation, we know that a lot of times we are doing activities and initiative in Trello, and we have to input all the list of property names, right? And in doing so, sometimes some people we notice that they still type in themselves type the property list themselves. And maybe if we have 150 properties, it's not possible for us to keep writing 150 properties or 200 properties as a checkpoint, as a checklist in Trello cards. Therefore, we've added a new feature, which is if you apply filter here, we can download the CSV of the property list. And by copy pasting these cells in Excel or numbers and pasting it on Trello, your Trello card, the checklist part, it will automatically create the checklist as opposed to having to type them yourselves. So that's two features that we have launched in product development to bigger. There are some known bugs. I've written it down on the activity card. One is that first the bedroom number. If you notice here, it has only a maximum bedroom number of 4. This is actually based on the database that we have. So since it has not, we have scraped it. We have scraped the number of maximum guests as well as the bedrooms, but this will be updated very soon. And next, regarding the non-partner filter as well as the pending approval filter, it is not displayed yet. It's a known bug. So there's two bugs that we have found. Um, so yeah, I guess that's it for. I hope that this feature will help HR in operationals in finding which properties can be suggested to guests, and of course we will do continuous improvement towards this feature. So we don't implement this feature just for the sake of it, like only this time, but we hope to be able to continuously improve this feature. So that's it from me, Mr. Chair. Any suggestions?
Thank you, Vidi. Do you did this still under development and open for feedback? Because
Oh
I
yeah, of course, of course, of course. Features that are implemented in bigger are always open to improvements, and we strive to always improve the same features as opposed to increasing the number of features.
noted. Okay, maybe for any feedback and improvement, we can also write it. We can just write it on the Trello activity rather than to say it now, because I believe that maybe someone have long kind of feedback. They will take some times. Will that be okay, Nadine and Vidi?
Yes, and Mr. Chair, if I may add, maybe to Nadine, please monitor the usage of this feature in HR, like continuously, because we have to have a continuous, it's like a continuous partnership between product development and HR regarding this feature.
Vidi and Nadine, when did actually this filter is implemented to all of our bigger?
It's already up in bigger.
Yes, I know. I mean, like start from when?
I think yesterday.
Oh, okay, okay. Noted, noted. Because I already try and use it by now. Maybe the other HR teams can also check it. And maybe if you have any feedback and something that you want to address to this kind of development, you can write it on a Trello activity. So that's all, PD and Nadine.
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Chair. If I may, may I excuse myself?
Yes, thank you,
Okay,
PD.
thank you very much, HR. Have a
Thank
nice day.
you. Thank you. Oh, wait. I will share the Trello board again. Okay, Nadine, I think it's all from your initiative. I believe that the last one is have no update. I'm on Katendi now on HARG.3, inquiry optimization and improvement. Katendi, do you have any update about this?
Okay, thank you, Andre. So for the inquiry optimization, I had already collected the data for the third week, and then for the next step, just need to analyze, and then the what's called the next diagram will be done by today, and then discuss it for tomorrow.
Okay, noted, Katendi. So we just have to discuss it by tomorrow
Yeah.
about the inquiry maximization.
Yes, Andre.
Okay, thank you, Kak Tendi. I'm now on HRF.8 using virtual 2 for support pre-hosting.
Okay, so for this one, as what I said yesterday, so I reset the card based on the new template. So there is more clear, actually more clear on the project. So this one actually, I would like to say from I would like to tell about the background first. So actually, this is the initiative based on the idea, not on the problem. So and there is no strong data from the guests as well that need this service, but this is pure for the what's called upgrading our service. And then this idea is based on the applying new service from Bukit Vista, and then makes us different than other company for the taking care of the guests. And then the intended result is BV team fluent using the virtual tour to the guests on the pre-hosting workflow, and then no question regarding the properties when the guests arrive. So this is also actually reduce the question when the guests arrive, like where is the key box, and then what is the code or something when the guests arrive. And then the hypothesis is no rush if there is a guest check-in. So if there is any guest check-in on the day, so actually we don't need to worry because we already give all the information, give where is the key, where is the everything before the guest check-in. So there is no rush like the guest call us, hey, no one here, and then how can I check in and everything. So actually that's the problem that I want to solve using this. And then the key performance indicator is number of positive review that we got when after we using this, and the number of question regarding the properties, and then the number of the guests get the virtual tour. Also, I attached the guideline and then the MVP properties. So I had finished for Mac for MVP there, and then one more is still on progress for the Villa Tortoise. It's already photoshoot and just need to the what's called the editing. And then as you can see as well, there's also the checklist of the what's called the focus on the project. So what problem is will solve is delivering information and check-in process. And then why we need this to reduce the issue on the end question when the guest check-in. And then who will benefit this feature is HR and guest. And what the user needs is the virtual tour. And then what are the constraint is photoshoot properties because we need to go there. And then the second one is subscription of Kula. And then the key success indicator is yeah same. So and then the implementation idea is guest get service for pre-hosting with the virtual tour, and the second one host and air support focus on preparation and deliver information before the guest check-in using the pre-hosting workflow like that. So yeah, maybe just one question as well. So uh, what do you think about this project? Because this one is based on idea, and then this is like a for for upgrade for what's called for the excellent like a operational excellence that we have. So do you think this project is make sense or not?
Okay, I will give my comment first, maybe, Kak Tandy. I
Yeah.
think this will be something that good for us. So rather than we have to tell the guests to check the property on site, this can also help because now guests are able to see surrounding and many things like that, and have a tour like that. But my question is, what channel would you like to uh, share about this? Since, like, I believe if on the Airbnb side, if the reservation haven't confirmed yet, we can share any other link. So Airbnb will block it. So is it only will be used for the guests that coming outside our Airbnb, or how will you merge this to be more useful like that, or how will you work with this kind?
Okay, so actually, if you see the title, Andre, so this is the for the pre-hosting. That's like it's mean like the guest is already confirmed, right? So the guest is already confirmed, and then on the Airbnb we can send any link, and then also we can send on the WhatsApp, or we can uh, tell the guest to have like maybe video call or something, so we can share it to the guest. So not for the guest that not check not
I see, I
confirmed yet.
see,
Yeah.
I see, I see. Okay, okay. Now, Nadine, or do you have any comment here? Or maybe you can also write it on the activity check section. Do you have any comment or feedback about this initiative? So thank you, all team and Kak Tendi about this. Kak Tendi, I'm now tracking the guest journey using bigger on-site team involvement.
Okay, so for the tracking gas unit, actually, it's I still to reset this project because uh, I'm still confused like some part. So I still will make the new format for this. So it will be done by today if you can see my card as well.
Okay, noted, Kak Tendi. Now I'm moving to Rian stack here. I believe that this is delegate to the content team. So I think that this shouldn't be here, or somehow I will mention Gani again about this, since Rian also told me that this is now delegated to content. No HR are not that involved here, and I saw too that Gani is working on this. Maybe we can also skip this first and let's have the confirmation from Gani later. I will move to Caroline's stack here. HRF.11 examine inquiry coming on air support, WhatsApp, and improvement. Caroline, do you have any update?
No, I'm currently still working. Good morning, everyone. So I'm currently still working on the WhatsApp since yeah, I'm working on February, month of February, since I believe that it's still normal at that period of time rather than now. So there are more inquiries coming. So that's my update because I'm still working on it.
Okay, okay, okay. Okay, noted, Caroline. Thank you for that. I think we already cover every HAR Trello board and initiative here. Yes, Kak Tandy, please.
Okay, sorry, Andre. Yeah, I think Caroline, you working on the collecting data or something?
Yes, I'm currently collecting the data.
Okay, I think before you collecting data, you need to fill and then make it clear your card first because I don't see what is the KPI for this, and then you need to answer the checklist as well. So what is really the problem? So you know better and clear like what data that you need. So if you want to solve like this problem, so you know which data that you need to collect on the February. So to make sure that you not wrong collected data, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm actually collecting the data that like for that about the check in arrangement. Can you hear me? Because the connection is a bit bad.
Yeah, still like putus-putus.
Yes, Miss Caroline is. Yes,
Sorry, can you hear me right now?
yes,
Yes.
Yeah.
continue.
So far actually I've been like finding more about check-in arrangement in
Hmm.
the February. So a lot of people ask about like, oh, is there any on-site team and where is to find the key box? So I'm still working on like collecting those data, like what is the most frequent questions asked by the guests. So sorry, like there's a lot of noise right now going on, so
No worries.
Okay, Caroline. Yeah, I had also put the comment that maybe you can share the access of the Dropbox, yeah, so we know the update.
I have shared the access of the Dropbox. Like,
I
can you guys see it?
We have to request access.
you need to request access.
Oh, right. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, maybe you can make it like the setting one. The everyone can open this with the link or something. Yeah. Okay,
No.
back to Andre.
Okay. Yes. Thank you, Kak Tandy, for that. I will now stop this Trello and I will move to the discussion management. I will share my screen. Okay, I will now start from Kak Tendi's here. There is a discussion from Kak Tendi about the HR revenue target evaluation and update. Would you like to do something or you want to share something, Kak Tendi?
Okay, actually, for the revenue target, I would like to discuss tomorrow on the inquiry optimization as well together. Yeah.
Okay, noted. Now I move to your another discussion here. FYI, I will less involve HR, more focus on community. This, I believe this is just FYI ya Kak Tandi.
You can read it, Andre.
Okay, sure. I will skip those two discussion here. I'm moving to HAR. Another discussion from Kak Tendi. HR need to start using new template card to make it a project clearer. I believe this is there will be a new card about it and new template and structure about it. Would you like to tell us what is it about or maybe do some demo, Kak Tendi?
Okay, thank you, Andre. So yeah, actually, on the project, what's called project development, we are already discussed it with a new card, and then we merge together with the some chapter to make it a better card to make it this clear. I believe Caroline is already got it the card, and then Andre as well, and then maybe need some involvement. So from I believe I think Cynthia is already got as well. Maybe from Nadine as well. You need to try to use this card, this format. I think this is good. It's make it your project is more clear. The KPI and everything. I think you can try to change your current card using this template. So when you work on the new card, you will feel the difference. Yeah, you feel I was made it today, like for the pre-hosting one, for the 360 video. I feel make it like also no, I know this is the flow, this is the vision, this is the implemented idea and everything. So actually this is good for you as well to make easier that you know when this project is done, when this project need the pivot, when this project is not working, so you can working on the under project or something. Yeah, just that.
Okay, about it. For the HAR team, Nadine and Caroline, do you have opened the Trello on with the new template? Have you ever opened that? Okay, do you have any question about it? Because it's actually a new template that I believe that we haven't ever tried to HAR, and it is more structured, and there's some more information that we need to exactly fill it to make it more obvious about what we are doing about the initiative. So maybe from Nadine, do you have any comment or question about this?
Okay, thank you, Mr. Chair. So, yeah, this is a really good template. Actually, really break down the points and everything, so everything will be clear. And I saw that actually this team this kind of template is used by product development team before. They already applied this one. Yeah, but it's good. This is good to be applied in every chapter. So yeah, I would agree to change all the template with this.
Perfect. I believe that this chart is adapted from revenue management side and also the product development side, since Lilies are creating the description, but must be creating the checklist. So thank you, Nadine. And Caroline, do you have anything that you want to say about it? Have you opened the Trello board there?
Yes, I've opened the Trello board.
And what do you think about that? Do you have any comments or maybe suggestion that maybe we can also develop about that kind of template?
No, no, I think it's all good since I think this one is better than the previous one.
Okay, and now that
Yeah.
so actually we have covered everything here. We already covered this discussion today and the Trello board initiative. Do you have anything that you still want to discuss, maybe from the HR team or maybe Ching?
I think this looks good, actually. Happy Eid al-Adha for everybody who is here. I know most people are probably not celebrating, but I thought if there's a holiday, we should inspire ourselves. No.
Let's take sate kambing here on the base.
Oh yeah.
Make sate kambing, Wayan.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Yeah. That's pretty much it. I think we've seen a lot of good transformation, positive transformation in the past week. So congratulations, HAR. I think we're moving in a good direction. The transformation I see is that we're far more. I think everybody here has received leadership training, mentorship training, except Caroline. She's interning here. So I see that reflected in better prioritization. I think we are asking ourselves questions. We are thinking more systematically, and there is, I think, overall a better. When I look at what we're working on now, it seems much more focused and a lot more likely to be impactful. So this is I think progressive. I'm always a little bit hesitant to congratulate two people before they've crossed the finish line, though, because I don't want, oh, okay, we're good now. But I think this is a very good start. Tendi, I see remarkable transformation on your part, being more clear, focused, and I notice I'm not having to write the discussion topics on the board anymore. So that is also a very positive sign. I feel relieved in a way that I don't have to, kind of be the advocate for things in the room. So, so yeah, I think this is one step now in the right direction, and it's a good recovery from where we were going before. Good.
Okay, thank you, sir. I believe we still have 30 minutes here, and Nadine are popping up a new discussion here about night shift rotation. I believe that night shift rotation that now is in a different way. The timing and many other things. Maybe from Nadine, do you have any open discussion about this, and maybe I can help you too.
Yes, beside of the Rian's is already resigned, and we need to think about this, the fixed schedule for night shift. And I think we need to start night shift now, not really night patrol anymore. That's because the inquiries traffic is kind of like increased. um, and also I see that after in the morning shift, after the night patrol, it's still like so many inquiries not been answered, because that is night patrol, like only patrolling, not really night shift. So I think we can already start night shift, and also the fixed schedule for that.
Okay, I'll throw it as a discussion first, Nadine. Maybe from Kak Tandy first. What do you think about it? So we have to turn back the night shift hour, start from the afternoon like that. Yeah, Nadine.
I think I will let you comment it first, Andre.
Okay, what I want to do is maybe we can also think about this. If the night shift is starting from the night now, we believe that there is still people are working from supporting the initiative, that mostly people are in this smaller group are working in the morning shift. I believe we have to also rethink about that, since like I maybe let's say I was in the night shift today and I'm covering the night, and then I will have to miss the days meeting or scrum or something. We believe also that the day's meeting scrum or something is really important to us, since like there's leadership development or maybe the other things that we do it on the days. Uh, what I was thinking is maybe we can still keep on that timing where we split the night shift, not strictly on the evening night shift about it. That's what I was thinking. Din. And I have something that I want to say, but I forgot. Maybe I'll floor it to Kak Tandy first. What's your comment about this?
Okay, thank you, Andre. Thank you, Nadine, for bring this up as well. So, yeah, I'm thinking like even we are neck petrol, how we still can handle it. This is because I saw like 2 days, last 2 days or last 3 days, there is some guests that check in at night. It there is no coverage from the air support. So I want to make it clear, like is it the night patrol need take care of the air support too, or the person the air support still taking care until the guest check in, or what? Yeah, because if the air support want to taking care of that, make sure you deliver the message to the guest. Hey, actually, I ran out of my time or something. Then I will not be able after this time. If you need something, please asking now or something. So make sure the guests understand that you are not available at night. Yeah, and then also if there is any last minute booking, like yesterday at this place or something, there is no response or something. So actually, yeah, we need to think the solution for that. So and then make it proactive on that. So don't waiting until the guest complain, but actually we have to create under our initiative, like, okay, so to fix the problem, what I can do, like that. So actually for now it's still okay for the night patrol for me. So but the tempo, maybe the tempo of the night patrol get more intense. Maybe before it's like 2 hour or 2 hour every 2 hour. Maybe we can make it like every 1 hour. But maybe the last the for the night patrol will be the last working until, so from 9 until 3 p.m. for example, because before it's like until 4 or 5, they still have a meeting. But I think for HAR, there is not much meeting after 2, except the community. I think we can make it until 2 3, then we can continue from the 6 7 8, like that. So we schedule it first, and that, but then it more intense than before. Let's try first for that. And then I believe also there is not to like a high inquiry to very high, like a high season, and then also the booking as well. But By the way, we yesterday we got the most booking, like a 10 booking. That's the good start. So there's the highest booking so far from the 3 month. So we got 10 booking. But yeah, actually, if compared than the normal, it's still far. Yeah, I think we still keep on the night patrol already.
Kak Tandy, I want to ask something. I'm sorry. Would you like to write your suggestion timing about the HR here? And what is our current time for the night shift happen after? Because I forgot what's the night time itself. Because we're now split day and then stop and then start again. I believe Kak Tandy is writing something. Well, what I believe is also maybe we can also rearrange about it. Can we also track about which timing is the comfort inquiry is coming, most inquiry coming? Do you believe something that we can track about it, Nadine or maybe Ching, since Tandy is writing?
Yeah, Andre. Okay, so I think Tendy's on the right track. Tendy, I have a suggestion, and if we can scroll up a little bit, I'll show you guys what you can plan. Oh, okay. All right. There goes everybody. Okay, so, all right. You actually have a really good project right now. This is a perfect project management opportunity. So I'll show you what I have. If you scroll up a little bit, I've already made a table above the research questions. Scrolling up. Okay, that's my table. All right. You have night patrol, and you have a few things that you need to decide right now, right? You have three choices. You you can have, and this relates to your service level, right? So you need to be able to look at your resources and then look at your resources to be able to determine your service level, not the opposite, right? And we learned that from one of our professional networking. So start with our resources and then ask, all right, how do we distribute this resource so that we have sufficient night coverage? So first question, do we want to cover every single night for night patrol?
I believe that it is important, sir, to
Okay.
cover.
All right. So then the second question is what are our current hours for night patrol?
9 until 4.
Nine
Then part
9
9
p.m.
until
until 4
4.
a.m.
For no 9 a.m. until 4 p.m. for the attendance scrum and everything. Then start on the 6,
Okay.
6 to 8, 8 to 10, 10 to 12.
Okay, 6
So
to
of
8.
4 times petrol.
6 to 8. Oh, and then there's another one. 8 to what?
Yeah, and it's like a split.
8 to
Nine
10
to
and then
8.
10 to 12.
No, it's 6. I mean 6 until the all inquiry finish.
Uh-huh.
Then the next time for petrol is 8 until the covering the.
Oh, the three. Okay,
Yeah,
the three
yeah,
stations.
so open, yeah, the
Okay, but
station.
it's the same
Time.
person, right? Basically. Not three different people, right?
Not really.
Oh, okay. Okay. Andre says yes. 10.
I think it's same person, sir. I mean,
Okay.
Same person, Katendi, right?
Okay, so
yeah.
Same person, yes, but
oh,
not the time. Yeah, I
okay,
mean the
and until what time does that person stop patrolling?
12.
12. Okay, so we have 6 until 12. Okay, all right. 6 until 12. All right. Okay, 6 until 12. The patrol isn't essentially like a full time there. It's essentially you just check, check, check. So altogether, we're thinking what? That's probably like a 2 hour, probably actually worked, right? But 6 hours being alert, 2 hours of actual work. So sort of like a security guard in a way. Okay, so let's see. Let's see if we have enough people here. If you want to do this Monday to Wednesday, okay. Let's see. This is probably not the best way to do it. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's 7, right? Okay. Let's see. Okay, if that's the case, how many people do we have on HAR that are doing night patrol now attending?
Currently is 4, but on community actually we need to more focus on the diet time
Okay.
because on the meet there's a meeting with owner until 6 p.m.
Right. Okay. So both Tendi and Andre are spending a lot of time in community, right? So they'll probably get less availability to do this. So we need.
Uh, mm,
Yes, sir.
yeah, I think we need to make it clear. So I want Andre less on community, and I will more on community. So me and Rafik on the more on the community. So
Okay.
Andre can help the HCR for the next shift.
Okay. All right. Let's do that then. So how many people are we working with then? We have 4 people, right?
Yeah, currently for
4 people. Okay. All right. It's everybody here plus Cynthia, right?
yeah.
Without Cynthia, sir. So the fourth person is really on Rafik, right? So will be me, Andy, Nadine.
And Ryan,
Uh,
you still working?
Not for now, but
Okay.
Cynthia is also not assigned for the night shift.
Okay. Can we put Cynthia on a night shift?
I believe she will. I don't know.
Okay.
I,
Okay. All right. All right. What about Caroline? Can we put Caroline on night shift?
Yeah, Caroline willing. He had asked me as
Okay.
well. Sorry.
So Caroline can set up a co-host account for herself on Airbnb, and then we can share co-hosting with her, right? That would probably
Yeah,
be the easiest way to administer that. Okay, so now you have. Do you still have 4, or do you have 5 people now?
5.
mm,
You have 5 people now, yeah. Okay, all right. So then, if you have 5 people, somebody has to draw 2 straws, and somebody draws 1 straw. That's the way it would look like, right? So one person probably would have to cover twice, and the other people cover once. So let's see who your players here. Let's see. Let's say we put Andre, Nadine. Let's see, Caroline, uh, Tendi once, and then Nadine, and then Rafik is in or out. Rafik doesn't work right now until August 5th.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's out. And then let's see, somebody has to draw another straw again. Uh, okay, so probably Caroline, and then we are out. Okay, so that is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's not enough, as we can see, right? So we probably need one more person for this to
I can
work.
repeat that twice, sir.
Who?
I think yeah we need usually currently is like a one person is three times.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah.
But the reason why is you guys are leaders, right? Andre, Tendi, we want you guys working on leadership. And part of leadership is not doing the work yourself. Part of leadership is finding ways to get other people to do the work. The reason why is that that work is good work. That gets somebody experienced at it. And also it forces you to start thinking about how do I organize labor instead of how do I become the labor myself. So this is maybe something that we can do. Andre, um, I'm going to ask, can you think of anybody else in the company that might be able to help you?
To the night shift, sir.
Yes, sir.
The night shift.
Maybe content, other chapters, maybe marketing, maybe whatever.
I don't want to choose content team because they're in a high bandwidth, I believe, since I with Kanye result. Maybe let me think.
HR?
Sorry, sir.
Okay.
Maybe from the.
Help.
I'm sorry, sir.
Can Kiki help?
Yeah, I'm suggesting Kiki maybe can also help about
Okay,
this.
all right. Kiki's actually pretty good at written communication. She's quite fluent on that. And we're going to give her an offer probably in the next few days for HR. But I think this would be good too. For HR, they should actually know what each role does. So this is good training exercise, but it's also can be helpful. Okay.
But
Yes.
sir,
Yes, sir.
what I believe our concern should be since HAR need to focus on all. If you're night shift, you're focusing on all region. That might take some time to Kiki or maybe Caroline maybe to understand.
But it's low intensity, right? So it would be essentially like, okay, that's understood. That means we have to optimize the inquiry way that we answer to the skill of the person too as well. There could be a way that we answer the inquiry just like, hey, thank you for your answering. I'm just the person right now. This is what I know, right? But there'll be somebody more helpful maybe tomorrow morning. Just like that would be pretty good. The second thing, Andre, is that if content has done a good job, then a lot of the information side. That's why we have inquiry analysis, right, Tendi? If we have inquiry analysis, we can budget. We can budget how much of the inquiries are going to be not be able to be answered by a person that is untrained yet, right? And that's the information section. But let's say the negotiation section or the visit section, those are easy, right? That's just policy. So if we have, let's say, a open visit policy, then let's say that these properties have open visit policies, and it's just about speed of response. Yes, you can visit this property. We can make arrangements. Please tell us how you'd like to get this done. So a lot of night shift is simply just timing. It's simply like kind of a package arrives at your house and anybody could answer it, right? So that is a certain budget of the inquiry response. The part that you're right, Andre, where a new person cannot answer it is probably on information, but that kind of information should be included in the listing anyway. So ideally, the night shift person can just look and make it so that it's easy. So, gentlemen, this is actually part of thinking more of a system because this is a really good exercise. If night shift is more of a system, then anybody should be able to do night shift successfully. Meaning, we've already analyzed the segments of the inquiries, right? So we know, Tendi, what are the top three segments of where inquiries are coming from? What are the nature of this type of inquiries?
Negotiation, information, and then the on-site visit.
Okay, negotiation, information, on-site visit. Can we teach a person, let's say, how to respond to all on-site visit requests? Would you expect that to be different from property to property?
Yeah.
Okay, then maybe we should just put a single thing on the listings that are allowing for on-site inspections. On-site inspections are okay, right? So that the person knows that what to say in these particular cases. They can just read the listing and boom.
Oh, can we put that on listing, sir?
Yeah, that might be a good idea now that I think about it, right?
Maybe Airbnb review.
Oh yeah, shit, that could be bad. All right.
Yeah.
Then we need a list, gentlemen, right, of the properties where on-site inspections are okay. And simply the night shift person just checks the list, see if the request is for something on the list, and then they make a decision to say, yes, okay, we can probably arrange this. My colleagues will be here tomorrow morning where we can go into detail about how that's done. And then when the handover happens, then there's no problem, right? So for on-site visits, which is about what, 25% of the inquiries, that part I think we can systematize for a night shift person. So done. All right, next part, information part. Information part, the majority of the information should be on the listing anyway. If it's not on the listing, I think we can train the night shift person to say, you know what, I've checked the listing, but I can't find this information. But tomorrow morning, my colleagues will be here and they will update the listing and they will answer your question. Please wait for us. We will get back to you in the meantime, right? But in the meantime, can you tell us what your travel plans are, right? Stall them out by time. And that would be sufficient. Okay, so then that gets 40% of your inquiries under control. The last part is the negotiation part, right? And that part, I think we can also stall them out. It's very easy. You just say, hey, by the way, I'm not really sure about this negotiation process. Can you just tell me what your best offer is? And then I'll have somebody come over tomorrow morning and we will make a decision on if we can accept that. So that's 70% of all your inquiry traffic covered using a simple system. Therefore, you can actually put somebody pretty junior to cover your night shift. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
Actually, all of this is already have the answer, sir. So, for example, like the negotiation,
Yeah.
we have revenue team already make the COVID price.
Mhm.
So there's on the lowest price that actually we can offer, and then maybe the what's called the first one, the no, the on-site visit one. Maybe we can put on the label on the PRM. So yeah,
Yeah.
just
You might just even have like a night shift guidebook, right? It's really easy.
yeah,
So they
like
can
a best practice.
really just see it. So okay, it's super easy. Night shift isn't hard, gentlemen, right? Night shift is not necessarily about taking care of the problem right there. It's about really maybe scheduling the problem to be answered, right? But somebody needs to schedule that particular thing. Remember, it's the Eisenhower matrix. If it's important, but not urgent, then schedule it, right? So schedule it, and in the meantime, you guys can always train people to say, what are your travel plans? And that will buy you time, right? Then that person will then talk about their travel plans, and by the morning you'll get more information, more context about what you can do to solve that. So I don't think night shift is actually particularly difficult. It just means the person needs access to it, and the person just needs to schedule everything to happen on the next morning for the senior people to come in. Okay?
Noted, sir. I think we have to, maybe me and Tandy can also have another discussion about it to refine or rearrange the night shift and
Okay, good.
about it.
And I think everybody, then you can recruit everybody in the company to do it because the work is now super easy, right? Maybe not everybody in the company, but you can get more volunteers to do it. Okay, and this
Not
is what we mean by systematic leadership. Tendi, what you've done with the inquiry management is super super helpful. If we didn't see that inquiry management wheel, we wouldn't know how to manage the situation, right? Like there's like everything is sort of like it's all important at the same time. But because we can see where it is now, we can we can manage each situation. Okay. All right. Great. Yeah, I'll let you guys have a sub discussion to get the details, but I think it's actually pretty easy to manage now. Okay.
yes.
All right.
Okay. Thank you for bringing that up too, Kak Tandy and also Jing. We already covered everything about the discussion and also Trello board. Before we going back to the Trello board, do you have anything that you want to say, or maybe you can also feedback for me about the sharing today? Maybe from Kak Tandy. I'd like to. We've been long time not hearing any feedback for the chair, so maybe Kak Tandy can give
Yeah,
me feedback.
I think it's you already fluent for the leading the I don't, what's called the scrum, and then maybe you just need two more attention. Like when you saw the Caroline card, if you open it, it's not clear. So don't just go, but you need to tell directly what she need to. So because she not like just go ahead without any feedback.
Yes, I thought it was a new card popping out like yours too. So there's no description
Because
and
Caroline said already collecting data, but for collecting data there is no clear background yet, and then the vision of that.
perfect. I will note that too.
Yes.
Thank you, Kak Tandy. Probably from Eugene.
Really good, but I think you guys have mastered this stage of chairmanship already, right? So this stage is mainly like I would just say it's the first stage of chairmanship, which is where you're looking at like the activity, you're responding to the activity, you're keeping the flow. The next stage is what Tendi has brought up, right? Really being able to drill down and spot, hey, this doesn't make any sense. This has not been updated correctly, and and then the next stage of chairmanship is actually what Tendi has done too. When you see a good practice that's coming in, floor it and circulate it, and so that like the new cards can be there. Andre and I worked for hours yesterday setting up the hypotheses and the correct structure for a card, and I think I think that's the next level for both you gentlemen. It is that struggle of really thinking about your hypothesis clearly, of really thinking about what the results will look like clearly. You guys are leaders. So if your thinking is not clear, then other people's thinking won't be clear because they will be following what you do. So we need to have that kind of lucidness where let's say anybody looks at it and they go, I get it. I understand immediately what you're trying to do. You're starting here, you want to get here, and this is your pathway to get there. And it should be like that every time. It should be like that if you go into HR. You look at somebody's car in HR, you're starting here, background, you want to get here, intended result, and your hypothesis is that arrow pointing that direction. So that's the way that it should. You should be able to see that vision. If you don't see that vision as a leader, if you don't see that vision in your own cards, then that means other people don't see the vision either. And if you don't see the vision in somebody else's card, you need to point that out because this is where people get misguided and we lose a lot of time. So that part I think is a process, yeah, and it won't be covered with giving short feedback like this, but it will be covered when we do more in-depth discussions like what Andre and I did last night, right? We stayed up until what, like I think 9 to get this card actually right, and we moved the cards into the correct missions so that it's clear and the context of what we're doing is clear. So that part is I think the next stage of development. But what I do see is I do see that there's good effort and there is progress, early progress to this direction. When you guys have a lot of progress, what you should expect is magic. What you should expect is like absolute magic. Like you think of an idea and it just starts happening, right? It starts happening because everybody around you knows what your idea is. You define the goal well. You've broken the milestones into clear targets, and what you should see is just massive amount of power. And the more people you add to your team, the more powerful you become because your system is strong. If you, let's say, have a really good system, Andre, for CSC, you add 20 people to the team, the CSC gets done in 2 days, right? Because you have a fast program adoption rate. You have a way to say, all right, use my playbook and apply it. And people will know how to apply it. People will also know how to accelerate the program too. And it's just like magic. Over to Tendi. When you're working on, let's say, yeah, as part of community, you're working on these things and you're bringing smart people into your team, right? You know, these people, they have a lot of ideas, they have a lot of creativity, but you're giving them the right goal. You're saying your goal is not to produce research, your goal is not to produce this fluff. Your goal is actually to produce a user acquisition rate. And your research should support this particular goal. These are some previous ways that we've done it. What are you going to do to elevate it, right? So you don't have people reinventing the wheel again, like Caroline with the guidebook, right? Reinventing the wheel. We've done this 3 times already, and now we're seeing the 4th time. You have people building. Okay, so clarity of vision comes with clarity then of execution. That's my final thoughts. But yeah, good stuff. And the next thing is systematic level thinking, right? Night shift. Night shift is a problem, right? There's a few things we can do. Kind of understand what are the possible solutions, right? You can either add more people, you can reduce the service level, or you can, there's a few of these levers. So think creatively about what you would do in order to deliver the best solution. You can simplify the system. If you simplify the system, it's easy to recruit people, even if they don't belong to your chapter. You can just say, hey, I need some volunteers. I'd like you to be my volunteers, and give them a plan. It could be done. It could be done where everybody, we have 20 people in the company. Everybody just does a patrol and night shift once a month. And then they understand what guests are saying too. That would actually be a good cultural habit. I think people then who work in marketing or whatever would be more connected to the guests, and people who work in HR would be more connected to guests too. Amazon does that. A lot of big companies, they do that. They have programs where people go and they become customer support for once a quarter, and then they actually get some engagement with the actual guests themselves. So anyhow, think that way, right? Think that way. If you have a good system, you can distribute the work really lightly and maintain a high service quality at the same time. All right, gentlemen, hopefully that's inspirational. And I'll let you go about your rest of your day. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Tim.
Okay.
Thank you.